My name is Adrian Garcia. I also go by Awer. I am a community artist here in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm also part of the Furious Styles crew. I've been an artist all of my life for over 30 years. I'm a full-time artist, and I love what I do. The different commissions that I'm receiving right now, whether it's through murals or paintings or some of the places that I'm visiting right now, will help me get inspired for my piece. And that's kind of how I usually work. You'll see a little bit of a past mural or a painting that will be in my stiletto. But right now it's just kind of brainstorming, because I have, as an artist, it can go so many directions, you know what I mean? We're just painting one stiletto, it isn't like 40. So I have to have that one, and usually it's hard for me to balance so many ideas. One cancels one out when I have this and I'm gonna do this, you know? I'm letting my art journey, you know what I mean, kind of define like what I'm gonna paint. The way I paint is the way I feel. I'm very passionate, I'm very happy in my life right now with where my artistic journey has taken me and stuff. So what I like about working with Chingona Souls is I'm able to showcase that on a different type of canvas, you know, which is a stiletto. At first, you know, at glance for weeks on end, I was like, how am I gonna paint this? How am I gonna translate like my art, my style to a stiletto? Because a stiletto has so many different, you can paint on so many different sides, including the bottom. So I had to figure all that out. And once I did, and it was very challenging at first, but I had a really good time doing it. The style that I just recently got into is like the Mexican folk art that I've never really explored. And by me learning that specific style with color and traditions and everything else, I'm able to find more about myself, you know what I mean, and my culture and who I am through my art, which is painting things like Dia de los Muertos or the Maria dolls and things like that. You know, I've never painted those types of things before, but when I started to paint them, I started to learn a lot about my culture, dance, art, music, and that's what I really like to paint, those vibrant colors and the themes that I do. Some challenges that I faced is finding my style, my identity, my color palette. And for many, many years, you know, we get commissions of things that other people like, you know, what they've seen. And then I kind of like pushed away from that and said, you know what, I want to do something that is me, you know what I mean, that is in that piece. And I think in the last year, I've kind of finally honed in on that, you know what I mean? And I think that people now are identifying with my art through my color palette and choices and style and the things. So you can, without me signing my name, and you would know that it's me just driving by. So with last year's stiletto that I painted, I do a lot of storytelling with my art. I stood by my piece and kind of, everybody was asking me questions about it. And until I gave them the story of what it was, I was really connected with it, you know. So for this one, I just want them to take away the story, something new they've never heard of or learned about before, whether it's, you know, an art technique that I've done or something that I've learned that I've incorporated in my piece that they could use in everyday life, and they could continue to tell that story. Hey, you know, I saw this stiletto at the Chingona Souls event, and this was really amazing. The painting was great that he had paired up with his stiletto, but the story itself, and he was able to tell that story, and I carry that with me, tell his story to everyone. As a young artist, my medium of choice was spray paint. My father wasn't too supportive on that, you know, and I believe one day he noticed my name, Awer, like all over the neighborhood, all over the cereal boxes, all over all kinds of stuff in the house. He sat down with me and said, "Is this you? You know, are you writing this everywhere all over the place?" And I owned up to it. Yes, that's me, you know. Well, you can't be doing that kind of stuff around here. You can get me in trouble. You can get all us in trouble, you know. Him and my mom had a little discussion and stuff like that, and she's like, "Hello, leave him alone," you know. And it just so worked out, you know what I mean, that I said, well, I told my parents, like, I want to continue to do this, you know. And they went back and forth on what was gonna help me with my creative expression. My mom said, just let him paint on the backyard, just, you know. And my like hair stood up on my arms and everything. I was so excited, you know, like light bulb, like all these ideas. Growing up, my mom was the one that, you know, she ran the household. So with that said, she's like, you can paint the backyard as long as you buy your own paint and you stay here and you do everything here. 2 weeks later, the whole entire backyard was painted. I raised enough money, I got it done, and yeah, it was amazing. So my mom was the one, and it just exploded. It went from small little things I was doing and writing to where I had full-on murals in the backyard. They're my biggest supporters now. I finally, after 30 years, got to do just a small mural with my dad. One day I was painting in the backyard of his house, of his home, and I asked, he said, hey, you want to paint? Because he was watching me. And he said, yeah, sure. So I made a video with my dad, you know, shaking the spray can and painting and stuff like that. And it kind of went viral for me. It was really cool, but it was awesome. Like I was filming him and I was just in shock, like after all these years, you know what I mean? And sometimes my father will ask me too, he's like, we'll talk on the phone. He's like, you good? You all right? Yeah, what's going on? He goes, that graffiti stuff, that mural stuff, you live off that? I said, yeah, man. He's like, wow, that's good, man. That's good, Mio. I said, do you understand why, Dad? Like, I pushed so many years and I had, you know, had to keep going. He said, yeah, I get it now, you know. So, how I believe that Chingona Souls impacts Phoenix is just bringing together. It was great to be a part of last year's event, to just see, you know, all the women artists all together. I think it's very inspiring for everyone, even people that aren't artists. We're talking amongst each other of wanting to participate in painting one, even though they weren't. I was very, very impressed with the event. Like I didn't know that I could paint or create, you know what I mean? And once I found out, I was like, okay, cool, I could participate in this, you know? So I wanted to represent my style and I wanted to contribute. I wanted to contribute to help with Chingona Souls and just kind of getting that message out there that we have some very creative people in the valley and they're sharing with everyone for a good cause. With Chingona Souls and stuff like that, it's brought me closer to my mom, you know what I mean, with this, because she meant everything to me. She's the Chingona in my life. She is still supportive. You know, and because it, you know, I created with spray paint and things like that and how I did the mixed media and stuff, there's parts of her and elements in her for the craft, arts and crafts and stuff, and that's what she really enjoyed. You know what I mean? To see in that piece that, oh, you use this, you know, you use a glue gun and things like that, you know, that she showed me and stuff. So that was very important to me, to show that bond through other people that come to the event and stuff like that, like a mother and son, you know, bond through art, or it happened to be arts and crafts for me. Chingona to me, it means like badass, right? Somebody that's just, they're dope, you know, they got a dope soul, dope energy. When I paint, I just want that. I just wanted to, you know, this is who I am, this is my culture, this is what I'm presenting to you. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that you purchase it from me and talk about it and show it in your home. And it is a piece for you to enjoy forever and be passed down through your family and through generations as well too. When I paint with intention, you know, with my full heart in. If I'm not feeling it one day, I just don't paint. You know, I wait till another day to where I'm feeling good and strong. With every stroke, with every song that I played during the music selection and stuff like that, like it's very intentional in my paintings. Being a part of Chingona Souls is being part of a collective. I think that it's took me some time, great opportunity for upcoming artists, you know, to get involved in for a very good cause. I love to be a part of it and support it, and I'm always looking forward to the next one, what they're gonna do, and to see it like, you know, move around from different states and taking it to different states, whether it's, you know, California or Texas or anything like that, to see it actually move like an installation. We're just moving around to different cities and stuff like that. Having like a Chingona Souls like in LA, you know, what that would look like with those artists there, you know what I'm saying? Just going down there, or Texas or wherever, you know what I mean? New York, to see like the Chingona Souls there, like that is a vision that I see. Like, because I see all the Phoenix-based artists here and a lot of love, we got some great talent here. But to take that and go somewhere else would be like amazing, just to see like how New York throws it down, or, you know, or Los Angeles, like, yo, that's fresh. Congratulations, Tanya. This is an amazing show, amazing opportunity for artists. I think all artists should be a part of it at some point in their career. I send you all the blessings for future events. Cheers to the 15 years. Cheers for 15 more, strong 15, and just keep doing what you're doing. You're getting a lot of people involved every year. There's more and more artists. I believe this year there's 60 plus, and they're still coming.